Howdy folks, and welcome back to the channel. So today I'm putting together a C3 light support drone from the Beyond the Gates of Antares Strike Squad set. Recently, or in the last video I guess, I put together a squad leader, painted him up, and decided he's going to need some support as he goes up against Bone Claw in an upcoming diorama that I'm looking at making. So I started putting this guy together. I'm using the same thin cement to do that, and it still works pretty good. I'd like some advice. I'm contemplating just going to using super glue. I don't know if that'll keep me from sticking myself to the model any more than this is, but I don't know. It's worth a try at least. So for this little time lapse here, I was just kind of slowly putting this guy together, trying to make him fit together. I've seen videos where these things kind of snap together and fit really well, and these do to a certain extent, but I've noticed you got to be kind of careful, or you can get them where they're not quite lined up with each other. They have only like one point of interaction, so maybe all models are like that, but if I had to, it might be better to line up these small pieces. Here I'm just putting the right and left weapons onto the main body of the support drone. Just listening to some music and kind of hoping for the best. So once I got all put together, got a little sanding stick and cleaned up all of the little sprue lines and any of the mold lines that didn't quite match up still. Just trying to smooth it out so that after I get it painted, it looks all right. All right, so got it all put together. Got a nice blurry video here. I just primed it with some matte black out of a spray paint can that I had. Came out pretty good. I'm wondering if the spray paints that are made for this are a little thinner. Maybe I lost a little bit of detail during this. I saw. But anyway, onto some dry brushing. I made up a little bit of gray, a little black and white here. I've seen it on other videos where they do a dry brush of gray underneath and then white over the top to kind of highlight the edges. So I figured I'd try that out, see how it works out. And I'm going back in with the white. You can't really tell on the video. The white doesn't show up as much as I'd wanted it to. Probably because I'm using a terrible camera setup and not enough light. So I'm going to be using orange, red, and gray, Gravelord gray essentially for this. So I went in first and did the orange. I kind of wanted to make the thrusters have like an orangey look. So I'm trying to hit all of the forward and aft, upper and lower thrusters with this orange. And then I thought, this weapon is probably going to use the same technology or whatever to shoot stuff. So I let those dry a little bit and got a red. So I only used the red. This is that blood red Army speed paint. I just used it. I kind of put some brake lights on the back and for the weapon there on the right side of it. And then I decided to just do the rest with this Gravelord gray. I'm trying to get like a metallic look. So I just kind of quickly went over the entire thing. Really, it only took 5 or 6 minutes to do. I did try to be careful around the detail portions. I was more successful in some areas than others, but at the end of the day, I think it came out all right. So I let that first coat dry. Came back in with another coat for the little spots that I'd missed and getting the inside, touching up around the detail parts there. I ordered some new paintbrushes that are quite a bit smaller, so hopefully it'll be easier to get these detail areas done. It was pretty hard with this brush. But yeah, so I let it dry. I was checking on my resin printer over there, and then I went over the whole thing with a wash, right? And the only wash I have is Null oil, so I just slathered it on and then dried up the brush and kind of soaked some of the excess off. And here's the final result. Got the light a little bit better. Used my phone for this part. Try to get it actually in focus. So we'll take the small victories. And thanks for coming by.